right, guys, I'm going to take you guys through how to score a game on Scorebook365 at a Prospect Select event. First thing you want to do is get to the Scorebook platform. You guys will all have this link prior to the event, prior to getting to the field. Additionally, you'll all have a specific username and password for your respective field to use when you log in. So we're going to go ahead and punch that information in exactly how you receive it, and we will click log in. All right, once you log in, as you can see, it brings you to your home screen here. Pretty straightforward and simple. I'm going to click this menu button up here in the top right corner, and I'm going to click events. All right, now obviously you are going to pick the event that you're working. This is a list of all of our events within our company, but you're going to obviously click the event that you are currently working. So for the purpose of this video, I'm going to use Midwest Ohio Championships. We're going to pretend like I'm working that event. So I'm going to find it on here, and I'm going to scroll a little bit to the right, and I'm going to click Games. All right, now I got to find the game that I was scoring. One thing to keep in mind is make sure that you're scoring the correct game that's at your field. So if you're at Astros Field 3 during the Palm Beach Classic, make sure you're scoring the game that's supposed to be at Astros Field 3. If you click the wrong game and start scoring it, it will cause some issues. So I'm going to find my game here. We're going to do the Xenia Scouts and Post 165. All right, we're going to find that, and then we're going to move over here, click Score. All right. First thing I'm going to do is go up to each coach while I'm at the field. I'm going to introduce myself. Coach, my name is so-and-so. I'll be scoring your game today. Do you mind if I get a copy of your lineup? You're going to get a copy of each lineup from both coaches. Go back to your workstation, and now you're going to enter in the lineup, which I'm about to show you how to do. So I already did one team for the purpose of this video. To make it quicker, I'm just going to show you how to do this team, Post 165. So very simple. You have all your players over here under bench, all right? And then as you can see, lineup is in yellow for right now. That's basically showing you those are open spots you can drag people to. So let's go ahead and just pretend Carter Thomas is hitting leadoff, and then we got to assign his position. So the little box next to his name, that's how you click his position. Let's make him the catcher. Let's make Cade Link hitting in the 2-hole, playing first base. Luke Windler, 3-hole. He'll play second. Now, one thing I want to go over is how to put in the DH correctly, the designated hitter. 99% of the time, the DH will be hitting for the pitcher, and this is how you'll have to do this. So let's make believe John Bledsoe, number 5, is the designated hitter for the day, and he's hitting in the 4-hole. So I'm going to pick him. I'm going to drag him over here. I'm going to assign his position as DH, all the way at the bottom, DH, all right? Now I got to get the pitcher that he's hitting for and add him to the bottom of the lineup. So he's in the game defensively, but not offensively. So let's go ahead and make believe Alex Seydoux is the pitcher. I'm going to pick him up. I'm going to drag him down here to this add extra hitter button. It's going to populate him under the lineup as the fielder for the DH. All right, so we still got to put him in as a pitcher. Click his little box here, click pitcher. All right, perfect. So we got the DH and the pitcher in. Now we can continue on with the lineup. Carson Scott. As you can see here, the positions we've already selected are grayed out, so you can't use the same position twice. All right, so let's make him third baseman. Let's make Archie Lewis shortstop. Noah Roberts be playing left field. Steinbrunner center field. And then last guy here, Hayden Tyree. Get him in here. All right, perfect. Now, one thing you got to make sure you do is click save after you do this. So this will confirm the lineup and save it for the game. So this yellow button here, click save. All right, and one more thing to just kind of review is if you need to add a player for whatever reason, say the player was not on the roster while you did the lineup, you can add a player while you're at the game. So you're going to come here, you're going to click lineup, and there's a big yellow button here that says add new player to bench. All right, let's just go ahead and type in his name and number. He's got Johnny Jackson, number 33, save. perfect. You can see that it just put Johnny Jackson on the bench. So if he were to go in the game, I could put him in the lineup from the bench. And then again, I have to make sure that I'm clicking save. All right, so now once the game starts, we're going to click this button here, start scoring. All right, and it's going to give you all these options here. Let me see if I can turn this iPad. All right, it's a little bit better. It's going to give you all these options for to follow with the pitch. So let's just go ahead and make believe the first pitch was a ball. I'm going to click that. As you can see, it records it and it updates the count up there 1-0. Next pitch called strike. Pretty self-explanatory, straightforward. Everything's prompted. That's simple stuff. This window stays open for you throughout the duration of an at-bat, which makes it easy to just chart pitch by pitch. One thing I want to go over that involves a couple extra steps is a foul ball. So let's go ahead and make believe that kid hit a foul ball. All right, let's make believe it was a fly ball over the first base dugout. Then I click fly ball. Was there an error on the foul? No. All right, now from here, we just got to drag and show where the ball went. So from home plate, just drag that the ball landed over here behind first base. All right, and then we got to click this button here, end play. That updates the count, 1 and 2. Foul ball, that's all you got to do is drag it where it went and then save play. Now, let's go ahead and do a ball and play. So we're going to click pitch. Ball and play. It was a line drive up the middle. So I'm going to click line drive, single. All right, as you can see, it already puts that runner on first base because of the single, but you cannot move on until you actually show where the ball was hit. So again, we're going to drag from home plate here, and then we're going to click end play. All right, so now we got a runner on first base. For the purpose of this video, let's go ahead and act like the runner on first base is stealing second. So we have a pitch, all right, it's a ball. All right, so we got a 1-0 count, but let's say the runner stole second. So we got to come over here, select this runner on second or on first, and drag him to second base, all right? It's going to ask you, is this a continuation of the last play? No, it was not. So I'm going to click no. He was safe. And why was he safe? He stole the base. All right, obviously, if it was something else, you would click one of these other options. Essentially, this is how you move a runner around if he advances. You could just click him and drag him base to base. So for this instance, he stole, so I'm going to click that. And then down here, you got to make sure you click record fielding and then end play. All right, perfect. So that puts that runner at second base. One thing to kind of go over is just for some reason, if you get crossed up, you have to move a hitter around in the lineup or you had it in wrong, you can always come back in here and you can move people around. So let's assume, Hayden and Noah were supposed to be switched. You can take Hayden, put him back on the bench for a second. We can take Noah, move him down here. And then we could take Hayden and move him in the 8-hole. And then we'll click save. Oh, you got to make sure you put in the position for this guy. There we go. And then we will click save. All right, perfect. Now let's go ahead. Let's get this guy thrown out. All right. Out, tag, record fielding, and play. All right, now let's go ahead and do a double play. Let's walk this hitter, get him on first base. All right, perfect. So let's go ahead and do a double play. So we'll do a pitch. We'll do a ball and play. It was a ground ball to the shortstop, and it's a force out. So a double play is a force out. So we got to go force out. All right, and now it's going to ask you to drag where the ball came from, home plate to the shortstop. From the shortstop, he threw it to second base. All right, and then we'll record that out. Then from there, we'll drag to first base. We'll end the play. and then we'll have to drag that kid and make sure that he got out. So is this a continuation of last play? Yes, it was. He was out. How did the runner get out? It was a force out. Record fielding, end play. If you need to make a substitution throughout the course of the game, you could just come in here to lineup and sub guys in and out. If you want to take Hayden out, put him on the bench, put Johnny in. There we go. Click his position. Come up here. Click save. All right. One other thing to consider and keep in mind while you're scoring is a tiebreaker in a playoff situation, or if you have to, manually put a runner on base that, somehow you fell behind and you have to get a runner on base, you can come here to the game log and you can click, place runner. So we can do, let's put Derek Strobel. Let's put him on second base. Set Strobel on second base. Confirm. Perfect. All right. If I wanted to just manually put an out in, if I missed something for some reason, I could just do an auto out. All right. So now it gives us one out on the board. If I wanted to put another runner in there to do the tiebreaker rule, I can go in here and I can put Stubbs on first base, confirm. Perfect. So yeah, that is essentially how to score on Scorebook. Once the game is actually over, you can come in here to actually officially end the game. We're going to click game log. So this is only when the game rolls through all 7 innings and the game's completely finalized, or if it's a mercy rule or whatever. If you get into a rain delay or a delay of game for whatever reason, do not end the game. Just keep this iPad open, and it's going to just have this game opened up as soon as you resume play. But once you end a game officially and the score is final, you're going to come here, game log, and all you got to do is click end game. And that game is going to officially end for you, and it's going to log into the back end of our website, and we'll be able to have all the stats and scores and all that.